Hi, welcome back to my channel, Mustang Koi Australia. My name is Jens, and yes, we finally finished the new Koipond filter. I wanted to show you how it looks like and explain how it works. So yeah, let's start and have a look. Okay, here's the finished product of my new brush filter, and yeah, it works pretty good. I have it for the last 2 weeks running just to test and see if it fulfills my expectations, and so far I'm very happy with it. So you can see here in the front the first brush filter chamber with the black ones. That's where all the bottom drains and the skimmers come in. If you look here in the front, the two 90mm pipes are the bottom drain coming out, and then I have from the side 250mm skimmers. Plus, what happened when I did the dry run, or I discovered during that time, I didn't have enough supply of water from the pond. So the 250mm from the skimmers plus the 290mm were not enough for the two pumps I'm running. So I had to show you now, I had to put another 90mm pipe in. It comes from the main skimmer over there and goes into the first brush filter chamber. 90mm has a slide gate on it, or a slide gate valve, so I can shut it off when I do cleanings. And see, and the best part is, because of when I did that, now this main skimmer has plenty of flow and draw to get everything off the surface. So the first row of brushes, these green ones, they are very cheap ones, very coarse ones. Because I had them, I reused them for the first pre-filter, where basically it catches leaves and big debris, and after that it goes into the main brushes, the black ones, and then after that it goes over there to the green ones, the second brush filter chamber. Let's go over there, I'll show you a bit closer. So these are now the green ones, and the first 3 rows, they are my old ones I had from the first filter. I reused them, so that's how they look after a few years, a bit more, yeah, dirty green, but they perform the same like as the brand new ones will. After a while, they all have a biological film on. This second chamber will be mainly biological filtration, because all the waste, koi waste and other debris that comes through will be caught in that first chamber, and all the rest and all the fines will end up in the second chamber. And as soon all these brushes have a nice biological film attached, that's when they will act as a really fine filter. So I'm already really super happy with what's coming out at the pond. That's extreme clear, much better than what I had before. So from this second chamber goes over by 250mm pipes, you can see down there, goes over into the moving bed, and this moving bed we have 150 litre of K plus Evolution Aqua media, and that works looks pretty good so far. Next summer will be the big test. It can cope with all the food, but I'm pretty sure it will. The previous filter did that very good, so this one should be plenty enough. And then from there it goes into that second chamber static filter with Japanese matting. They're just very little. Just go over there. We've got a couple of air stones in there just give a bit aerated. So I wanted to reuse the Japanese matting I already have, and that is mainly as the last stage of fine filtration, just to catch all the shavings from the plastic on other fine material that got loosened in the process of this moving bit. And now I'm going to show you my air chamber, so my experiment I'm doing. So this is my air chamber. As I said before, the experiment I'm doing to aerate the water before it goes into the pond, so I don't need to use aerated bottom drains constantly, because even everyone loves them and they do their job very well. I'm a bit annoyed when I watch the fish and all the water is disturbed by the aerated bottom drain, so I'm just trying to reduce that during the day and have the aerated bottom drains only on during the night for 4 or 5 hours to purge the CO2 from the kois. But yeah, as you can see, there's a long, you can't see the air diffuser stone in there. It's a long rod, and it's what they call a diffuser. It produces very fine air bubbles. What you can see here, it looks really good, and when it goes over here, it still has air bubbles in the pump chamber. So yeah, after this air chamber, it goes here into the pump chamber with 2 pumps, and currently a cheap UV light, with I still wait for my Evolution Aqua UV clarifier. Still on back order the last, I think, 6 weeks, but that's quite normal here in Australia. Anyway, back to that. And that is the reason, because of that UV light catching all these bugs during the night. And that's why this last chamber is so dirty with all the bug crap that it's caught in it. Yeah, so in this pump chamber you have the UV light, plus we got the 2 pumps. One pump, this one here, connected to a 90mm pipe that runs straight into the pond. That is about roughly 20,000 litre. And then over there we got a 50mm pipe that is supposed to run through the Evolution Aqua UV clarifier when I finally get it, and that running about 10,000 litre. And I prefer now, after many years having the pumps dry installed, I prefer them now wet installed. I heard from a few experts in the field that it's better to have them in the water so they get cooled. Well, I think I never had problems with the dry install, but this way, yeah, it doesn't matter. I think if they're dry or wet installed. Now here in Australia we have very hot summers, 45 degree can easily happen on a summer day. Maybe I thought it's just better to have them in the water so they're always cooled and less stress on all the components. So yeah, that's my pump chamber, and that 20,000 litre pump, I have a new one on order because I want to save a bit more power, and the new one This one currently with a 20,000 litre is using 190 watt up to 200. It fluctuates, of course. The new one, as the manufacturer's advertising, should only use 50 watt with the same flow of 20,000. I can do this because I'm pushing the water only. I push it straight into the pump. I don't into the pond. I don't pump it up to showers or any other features. It's just pushing water this entire system. This is how I wanted it from the beginning, to just conserve power. Electricity is quite expensive here in Australia, and what I heard in Europe and America, especially in Europe, it's getting expensive too. So there, this is the pump chamber. It's all running fine. I have no leaks in the system. That's a bonus, I assume. And the Kois are very happy about it. As you can see here, they're very relaxed in the new filter system. I'm very, very happy with the filter so far. The clarity, I mean the fines in the water when I look at night into one of the underwater lights, dramatically has reduced. So my next project will be to build the well so I get crystal clear water, because at the moment I'm getting it from a dam, as I mentioned in a previous video, and that is because of the tannins in the water. Has this yellowish tinge in it. Nothing bad for the fish, it's just an aesthetic problem, and hopefully I can fix that as soon as I have the well running. So yeah, this is the finished product with my filter chamber. Yeah, as you can see, I'm very happy with the new filter chamber. It's running so far as expected. Only issue at the moment I like to address will be the cover I built. I have to change it a bit around, make it to lift it a bit higher and avoid leaves blowing in. So there are a little bit tweaking I have to do, and when I saved a bit more up, I will change from the corrugated cover to more composite decking. This is what I forgot to show you. Let me turn you around so you can see what I mean with the covers. So currently I have these covers. They will basically stay the same. I will lift them a little bit more up so I can put the covers to up to 90 degree, and install some forgot the name, gas struts. That's what it was, gas struts. So I don't run the danger kicking one of these timber posts off and then get hit by the heavy cover. But yeah, these corrugated sheets, my wife liked them when I had them temporary covering the filter, so I thought, oh well, she likes them, maybe I'll put them on, save a bit of money, because I had them here lying around from the previous owner of the house. Don't know actually where they come. Oh yeah, some come from the inside and some lying around. Anyway, I put them on, and straight after I really didn't like it, so I'm just saving no money up for next year, and then I will take these sheets off and put composite decking on to just make it more aesthetic. Yeah, okay, that was the last thing I wanted to mention. the covers. Otherwise, I'm very happy with my new filter. Any questions anyone of you have, just fire them up at me. I'm happy to answer them if I can. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this last update. There will be more videos following. I have plenty in my head what I want to do with the pond and other projects. I will as well record when I do the well, how I do it and how it performs. I started digging. I haven't recorded that part, but yeah, I started the dig of the well, but I have to get a bit further down. I already have about 1.5 meters of water seeping into it. I just need maybe another 2 meters to kind of go further down. Otherwise, I think I covered everything with my new pond filter. I have a few other ideas. I like to experiment and see what else I can do. That will come up later. Okay, that's it for the moment. Thanks for watching.